Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Three Borders Sports Network. And tonight's game here between the hometown team, the Wahpeton Husky volleyball team. They're taking on the visitors from Grand Forks, the Central Knights. The Red River Rough Riders. Sorry about that. I was thinking of the future here, Brian. I'm sorry about that. Brian looked at me like I was crazy here.
Right town, wrong school.
Anyway, this is Joe Schreiner here alongside Brian Watson, and we are here again to bring you the Huskies versus the Rough Riders volleyball game here tonight. And Brian, we're going to have a good one here tonight. I think the Huskies are ready and set for this one.
Yeah, it should be fun. Red River, I think, third in the conference right now in the East. Wahpeton coming off, a tough loss to West Fargo, number one team in the East, but they did some good things in that match. So they're going to look to rebound here, second time through the order against a good Red River volleyball team.
It's as you mentioned here, Brian, the Red River Rough Riders come in here tied for third in the EDC. Their record in the EDC, 9 wins and 3 losses. Their overall record, 11-4. So again, a good record here for the Rough Riders. Taking a look at what the Lady Huskies have done so far in their volleyball season. In the EDC, they're sitting at 0-11, but they did win a couple of games in a tournament up in Fargo last weekend. And are 2-12 overall. In fact, they won the bronze bracket up there. They came away and won 2 straight to win that bronze bracket up there. So congratulations to the Lady Huskies on that. So again, like you said, Brian, again they took on number 1 West Fargo here in the EDC, and number 1 in the state. We found out later that they'd only lost 6 sets all year long, and that was to Cheyenne.
Yeah, West Fargo, a very good team. They only lose 6 sets, and Cheyenne was who their only loss was to as well. But if that's the only team that you're going to lose against, the west side of Fargo is pretty good right now with both Cheyenne and the Packers up there. So, I think the Huskies did some good things against West Fargo. They're certainly going to have to do some good things here against Red River. They got to be able to contain that tip and just kind of not make those unforced errors too as well.
And we've talked about that several times so far this year with the Huskies volleyball team. The unforced errors seem to haunt them. They'll stay in a game and stay in a set, I should say, for a length of time, and then all of a sudden the unforced errors come along. All right, we'll take a break, and when we come back here, we'll have your starting lineups again here on the Wahpeton Daily News pregame show, bringing you news and sports stories to the area. The Wahpeton Daily News pregame show. We'll be right back with our injury report for OSPTI and our starting lineup brought to you by THRIVENT right after these messages. The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all of the Wahpeton Husky sports teams the best of luck this fall. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the News Monitor and the Daily News. Keep up with local news, sporting events, and personal interest stories in our papers. The Daily News offers an e-newsletter for more information at your computer. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for much more information. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes the best of luck this season. Sports injuries can put a damper on a young athlete's high school career. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is here to make sure you get back to playing the sport you love. Whether it's a knee, shoulder, ankle, or back pain, our OSPTI experts will use their knowledge to rehab and strengthen that injured area for a full and complete recovery. Stay in the game with OSPTI. All major insurances are accepted. Call us at 218-641-7725, or you can find us on Facebook at OSPTI, or check us out on the web at www.ospti.net. THRIVENT Financial wishes the Wahpeton Husky Fall sports teams and coaches the best of success. THRIVENT is proud to have the opportunity to support this community and help those who live and work here make the most of their time, talents, and treasures. Call Will UHLICH, your local THRIVENT financial professional. If you're interested in putting plans that align with your values into action, please call Will UHLICH at 701-642-1108. THRIVENT Financial. Welcome back to Husky Gymnasium. Joe Schreiner alongside Brian Watson. Thanks for joining us here on 3BSN, Three Borders Sports Network. Visit our website at www.threebordersportsnetwork.com, and that's with the number 3. can also find us on the YouTube channel. Just search for Three Borders Sports Network, and you'll also find us there as well. And go ahead and subscribe there too, Brian. We want subscribers to join our YouTube page. So how do they do that?
Just hit the subscribe button on our YouTube page, and they can also like this video. That will help us out. We appreciate it.
All right, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe either. I also want to mention the rest of our sponsors here real quick, Brian. Again, OSPTI, the Wahpeton Daily News, our pregame show, and our starting lineup brought to you by THRIVENT. Also, RDO Equipment, Richland IFC, we got Scott's Electric, Farmers Union Insurance, sponsors the scoreboard, the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club, and then, of course, Gripper Sports, our newest sponsor as well. Check out Gripper Sports on Dakota Avenue, downtown Wahpeton, for your favorite team sports gear and equipment. Huskies, Cowboys, Warbirds, including t-shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, and much more of your favorite team's apparel. Gripper Sports now has a new Roland vinyl print cutter. How about that, Brian? They got a new Roland vinyl print cutter. Try saying that 4 times real quick. And they can cut up signs, vinyl signs, up to 4.5 feet in height. Check out Gripper Sports.
They made us a nice shiny sign.
They did make us a nice shiny sign. So I want to thank Grip and Tyler. Make sure you stop down there and see those guys too as well. All right, we're getting ready here. They're in the last couple minutes of warm-ups here before the starting lineups and national anthem. And we're just finishing up our Wahpeton Daily News pregame show. Once again, bringing you news and sports stories to the area. Let's talk about our injury report, Brian. OSPTI, for all your sports-related injuries, contact everybody over there at OSPTI. Taking a look at the injury report, Coach Heather Chatham said for the Rough Riders, she said that Jada Steen, a senior for her, is in a boot. She will not be playing tonight, so she is unavailable to the Rough Riders tonight. Then also for the Lady Huskies volleyball team, Krista Habiger is out tonight as well. So a couple of girls out on the injury report. For all your sports-related injuries, contact OSPTI. So
Always tough when you have to sit out. Injuries are tough to handle. You have to sit there and watch, and then also tough to kind of come back and get in the groove.
Get in the groove, yeah. As you can see here tonight, the Huskies volleyball team is dressed in pink for cancer awareness again. They were in pink on Tuesday night as well here at home, so tonight they're in pink again tonight for cancer awareness. As PA announcer Noel Eckroth is going to give the command for everybody to start their engines here shortly after the national anthem is presented. And we are just about straight up 7 o'clock. The Red River Rough Riders are all in black. They've got white trim down the sleeves with red numerals on the front and back, trimmed in white. And once again, the Lady Huskies with their pink tops and white numbers on the front and back. And there's the final horn for warm-ups. So we are going to go to our national anthem here, and then we will come back with our starting lineup here shortly. So we'll turn it over to PA announcer Noel Eckroth.
Welcome to tonight's Eastern Dakota Volleyball Clash, featuring our guests on the scoreboard, the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders, and your Wahpeton Huskies. But first, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to salute the flag of our nation. Please rise, remove your cap or hat, place your right hand over your heart, and stand at attention while we play our national anthem.
Well, there you go. You have your national anthem there as we honor America and our veterans past and present. So thank you for honoring America with us. And we are ready to go to the starting lineups here, brought to you by THRIVENT and Will UHLICH. THRIVENT, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. THRIVENT, we thank them for being our starting lineup sponsor. Let's take a look here at the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. Again, coming in here at 9-3 overall and 11-4. Excuse me, 9-3 in the EDC and 11-4 overall. Taking a look at the starters here, Brian. Ashley Welch, she's a senior setter, wearing number 2. Liv Lotus, she's a senior. She wears number 11. Number 13, a middle hitter, a junior, Ava Swangstu. Jasmine Sondral, a senior middle hitter, wearing number 14. Kaylee Lancaster, a senior outside hitter, wearing number 20. And Alex Page, a senior outside hitter, wearing number 25. And the libero, number 10, Ella Fossey, she's a senior as well. Brian, taking a look at those 7 starters that we just listed there for Grand Forks Red River. A lot of experience out there. Out of the 7 starters, 6 of them were seniors.
I mean, you got that senior leadership, and then the rest of the girls are juniors. So to have that experience at the varsity level, it's something that's a huge advantage, especially having those seniors. I recognize a couple of names from the basketball court. Alex Page and Sondra, both very good basketball players.
All right, there's your starting lineup for the Red River Rough Riders. Now let's look at the THRIVENT starting lineup for Wahpeton Lady Husky Volleyball. Ayanna Allard's going to get the start. She's a 5'5 junior. Kylie Storrow, 5'9 junior, wearing number 3, is one of the captains. Another captain, Haley Manson, she wears number 5, senior, 5'5. Caitlin Pithy, a junior, 5'9", is also a team captain. Ellie LaHaze, a senior, outside hitter at 5'4". Emma Butches, the tallest player on the roster for Wahpeton, 5'10", sophomore, wears number 10. And the starting libero for Wahpeton is going to be a 5'5" sophomore, Lydia Model. She's the libero for Wahpeton. So there's your starting lineups for the Wahpeton Huskies, presented to you by THRIVENT and Will UHLICH. Once again, Emma coming in at one of the tallest players here for Wahpeton. Caitlin Pithy at 5'9". Emma's got her by an inch there. Some power out of Emma from time to time. Caitlin's up there. She also likes to block at the net defensively too as well, as the girls wave at each other and take their positions on the court. I was watching him in warm-ups, Coach, and Kaylee Lancaster was really powerful on her kills. She's wearing number 20 for the Riders, and they were setting her up a lot here, and she was getting a lot of practice on her kills. And I don't know if I'd want to stand in the way of one of those things when they were coming down, because they were coming straight down.
We've definitely seen some power on the other side of the net throughout the Eastern Conference. There's some girls who can really pound it, and Red River no different tonight.
So the referees are taking a final check of the starting rosters, making sure everybody's in the right spots. And Red River's going to get the first service, and they're going to starting out for that serve is going to be Ashley Welch. And we are underway here at 7:07. And up across the net there, good pick by Emma Bonches. LaHaze tries to put that one down. Allard sets up LaHaze, and she gets it in for the point. Reaching for that one was Fossey, but didn't quite get to it in time, and Wahpeton gets the point and takes the lead, 1-0. Back to serve first for Wahpeton is going to be Haley Manson. Haley serves, and it's off the sidearm of Lancaster, and it's going to be another point to Wahpeton. So Wahpeton jumps out early here, Brian, 2-0.
Got to get off to a good start. If you're gonna win, you got to get ahead, and they're ahead right now.
Manson serves, looking for point number 3. There's the set and a little tap over the net. Good save there. The far side by Manson. Sets up LaHaze. Lancaster gets it up in the air. Red River just gets it across just inside the antenna. Bonches had to lean forward to get that one, and now she reaches up, and Wahpeton gets the point on that one. So good defense there by Emma at the net.
Huskies off to a good start.
3-zip.
We've seen them get off to slow starts sometimes, so nice to get out fast here.
Manson with a deep serve, goes way deep. Red River's got to go over with it and over by the bench. A nice try over there by Alex Page, but not able to save it, and Wahpeton's up 4-0.
Off to a very good start here.
Like you said, Brian, we hadn't seen this yet out of the Huskies volleyball team, so it's good to see him get out to that good start. Manson serves again deep. And a tough bump there for Welch to try and get it up in the air for a set, and it was too close to the net. And another point for Wahpeton, 5-0. Manson to serve. Picked up by Welch. Over the net, Lancaster close to the net in a set, and we got somebody into the net there, and I believe that was against Wahpeton, so Red River picks up their first point. 5-1. Lancaster is going to go back to serve. Kaylee Lancaster, senior. Gets it over the net, Model. Manson to Bonches, she gets it over. Lancaster picks it up. Welch sets up Page, and Page gets it into the deep territory against the Huskies for the point. Alex Page with the kill. Lancaster serving 5-2. They trail Wahpeton. That one goes out. Point to Wahpeton, 6-2.
Wahpeton will certainly take that. They'll take the unforced errors too as well.
It's going to put Ellie LaHaze at the service line. Gets it over, picked up there by Fossey. And that one's in. That was Sondral with the point and the kill. Just inside the line. Line judge Art Grocco with that call. Now serving Jasmine Sondral, just got the point. He serves, picked up there by Storo. Bonches with the tap. And a struggle there for Red River. Bonches just tapped that over. Tough play for Red River, and she gets the point. 7-3 lead.
Wahpeton out in front early here, something that they're not used to, so we'll see if they can continue with this early roll.
Lexi Sargent comes in for Emma Bonches. Sets up on the far side to Page, and that was a strong kill right there on the side of the court. LaHaze tried to get to it, but just couldn't quite get there in time.
That's the power that you were talking about earlier there, Joe.
Yep.
Alex Page just coming hard with that one. Able to really get her feet up under there on the outside set.
Lily Molstead comes in for Red River to serve. Sitting down was Lotus. Manson sets up Storo. Ball at the net and just out of the reach of Allard, and it goes off her hands, so it's a point for Red River as they're starting to creep back into this thing. It's 7-5.
Got to be able to kind of maintain that, not give them too many in a row here.
Back to serve again, Molstead. Gets it over the net, picked up by Storo to Manson. Sets up Allard. Good block at the net there by Red River. And another kill at the attack at the net for Alex Page. Cuts the lead to 1 now, 7-6.
Good little quick set there for her. Able to get right on top of it.
Nice set there by Welch. Molstead back to serve again. Manson sets up Storo, and she finds the right spot where they ain't. And Storo with the point on the little dink.
Needed that one. Needed to kind of stop that little mini run there by Red River.
I think they put the score up on the wrong side of the board, didn't they? What did they do? Oh, they
looks like we had a
must have had a net violation or something.
So
huh?
we're
7-7. I didn't see the net violation call. There's a good kill, and that was Caitlin Pithy with the kill. Caitlin wound up and hit that one solid.
That's what Wahpeton needs there. They need that. They need that power. A lot of times they're floaters on the kill attempts, but Caitlin doing a good job of getting that one moving pretty fast.
5'9" Caitlin Pithy got up in the air and got that one coming down. Allard with the serve. Here comes Page with the kill. Picked up by LaHaze. Storo bumps. Allard gets it over. Welch. Oh, and a nice tip there by Ashley Welch at the net. They called it into the net.
Well, they give that one back there.
So they get one back. I'm too quick on that, Brian. I didn't see in the net there again, so I missed that one. So the Huskies get the point. They're up 9-7. Allard to serve. Picked up deep there by Fosse, and it goes out. So the Huskies score again. They're in double digits, 10-7.
Good serve there by Ayana Allard. A little power on it for her.
Allard gets it deep. Lancaster picks it up. Huskies with a chance here. Allard sets. Pithy went into the net. Point for Red River. Caitlin just a little bit too far away from that one to get wound up and get it across.
Yeah, she was just kind of a weird position for her there.
Page serves. Allard sets. Kubla kills that one into the net. 10-9 now in favor of the Huskies. Red River looking to tie this one up here as Alec Page winds up with the serve. Allard, that was a quick whistle lift. So we're tied now at 10.
There's those unforced errors kind of creeping their way back in here.
Oh, that one's pretty close to the net. There's a net. That's a net violation there. As Ava Swangstu gets a little bit too close to the net as she swung at that one and hit the net. So a violation there on Red River. Kylie Storrow to serve. Fosse, Welch, Lancaster, and a solid hit. She was practicing that shot all warm up. She was in that same spot doing that same thing.
That's a good put away there.
We're tied at 11. Fosse going to serve again for Red River. And little miscommunication there between Storrow and Model. Gives the point to Red River, and they take the lead first time in the match, 12-11. Kubla with the kill. Welch sets up Fosse in the back row, and she gets it from the back row right in front of Model. Lydia not able to get there in time to pick that one up.
Little Lydia giving good effort there, but just not able to get there in time.
And we have a timeout on the floor, so in the first set here now, Grand Forks Red River is taking the lead, 13-11. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we will have more of set number one right after this message. This is Three Borders Sports Network. At Richland IFC, we work closely with our producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. At Richland IFC, we are dedicated to working with growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its growers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for our food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports Husky sports. Fosse serves to the Huskies. Welch sets up Lancaster on the far side. It hit the tape, but it goes over into the Huskies side. And again, miscommunication between Pithy and LaHaye causes the point to go to Red River.
Yeah, those are the tough ones, Joe. You just get that miscommunication. It should be a routine play, and it ends up a point for Red River.
LaHaye didn't bump that one up high enough in time for Allard to get to it. So again, another unforced error there.
Got to go back to the way that you started the match.
So Red River making a run here, 15-11. Fosse serves to LaHaye. Sets Allard. Back to LaHaye. Good save there by Page. Lancaster, here it comes. The right-hander puts it in deep, right in front of the line for the point.
Not much you can do about that one.
Red River is scoring here. It was tied at 11. And now they've got 5 unanswered. And Allard picks that one up off the net. Pithy tries to go across, a block at the net there by Sondral. gives the point to Red River.
Sandro using her size there, really didn't have to go up very high to get that one in the right spot.
The roster here for Red River does not list their heights. Storrow gets it across the net. Welch sets up Sondral. Allard picks it up. The third hit's got to go across for Storrow. She gets it across. Welch sets up Sondral again. Good block at the net by Pithy. Model, Allard, over to Kubla. Again, a block at the net there by Lancaster and Sondral. Point to Red River.
Good back set there by Ayana, but Red River there with the defenders for the good block.
So Fossey going to serve here again. She's on a run here. She got 7 in a row. Looking for 8. Allard bumps. LaHaye's got to go over. She does. Fossey picks it up to Welch. Over to Lancaster. And good pickup in the back row by Storrow. Welch sets up Lancaster again. She wasn't quite right on the timing there, so it was a lucky point there for Wahpeton as Lancaster was all wound up for another one.
Yeah, I think she was expecting that one to be a little bit higher and a little bit behind her, and just not able to handle it.
Oh, Model wasn't timed right on her serve either. As Lydia Model put that one into the net, she looked like the ball was coming down quicker than what she thought. That makes the score 19-12. Favor of Red River, and back to serve is Ashley Welch. Model in the back row. Allard over to Bonches. She just barely got it over. Here comes Lancaster, picked up by Model. Allard tries to go way back to the corner. Saved there by Grand Forks Red River. Here comes Lancaster. Block at the net by Bonches and Kubala. The girls got up in the air and stopped that one from coming over.
I tell you what, Joe, I really like the play there by Ayana Allard, pushing that ball way back in the left corner there.
Yep.
Nice play and kind of kept Red River off balance there.
Manson serves. Lancaster picks it up. Lancaster goes over after the save by Welch. Manson sets up Bonches again, tipped at the net. Here comes Lancaster with a right-handed kill. Nice play by Emma, but just a little bit too far off.
In the right spot there, had the right idea. Just a little too much there, puts it out of bounds.
20-13. Lancaster to serve. That's going out. So Wahpeton comes back, hanging in here, Brian. 20-14.
Yeah, you got off to a great start. Just a little lag in the middle there. So let's see if you can get something going here.
LaHaye's. Lancaster, Welch, back over to the near side, and put away there by Lotus.
A tough one there, good placement right in the open area.
That deep corner back there. 21-14. Back to service Sondral. And that one's into the net, so Wahpeton gets the point back. Trail by 6. We're still in the first set here. And Lexi Sargent comes in to serve for the Lady Huskies. And she puts it into the net, unfortunately. Again, another unforced error that the girls just don't need tonight.
Yeah, the unforced errors, they're going to cost you here.
So Model checks in now for Sargent. And back to serve for Red River is Molstead. Right-hander puts it over. LaHaye's. Manson to Storrow, gets the kill. Kylie Storrow with the kill at the deep back line.
If they get the right opportunities to the right player, Wahpeton can really put them away. Kylie Storrow doing a great job there.
Kubla checks back in for the Huskies. Allard puts it over the net for the Huskies. And Page with the kill. Nice block and a save there by the Huskies. Fossey saves that one. Welch sets up Page with the kill, and too hot to handle for Allard over on the far sideline.
Yeah, Allard put that one away. That kind of power, that one's tough to dig out of there. Ayana doing her best there, but just not able to put it back in play.
So Page to serve, leading 23-16. Storrow Welch goes over the net. Allard sets up Kubala. Right where they ain't. Signe Kubala gets the point.
Nice job there by Signe. Another good back set there by Ayana.
23-17. Lady Huskies hanging in here. You got to make a run here. Storrow with the serve. Fosse picks it up to Welch. Lancaster, right-handed kill, goes out. And it's a point for Wahpeton. 23-18.
Stand with it. See if you can go on and run like you did in the at the beginning.
Storrow gets back deep. Welch sets up Lancaster. She's got to bump it over. Allard sets up LaHaye. She gets the point. At the net was Welch and Swangstu, and they couldn't quite get that block up there right, and went off the side of their hands for the point.
Good placement there by Ayana. Knocked that off the hand there.
Making that run like you wanted, Coach. Down by 4 is Wahpeton. Here comes Lancaster into the net. That one didn't go, and it's 23-20. Lady Huskies hanging in here.
We'll take a couple unforced errors there. That could have been an easy
And we got a whistle and a timeout, Brian. Coach Chatham here on the Red River side wants to take a timeout and talk about it here in the first set. 23-20, the Riders lead the Huskies. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the finish of set number 1 right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
THRIVENT Financial wishes the Wahpeton Husky Falls sports teams and coaches the best of success. THRIVENT is proud to have the opportunity to support this community and help those who live and work here make the most of their time, talents, and treasures. Call Will Ulich, your local THRIVENT financial professional. If you're interested in putting plans that align with your values into action, please call Will Ulich at 701-642-1108. THRIVENT Financial.
Here we are, 23-20. The Huskies trail. Storrow goes deep. Fosse picks it up. Welch sets up Lancaster, but she's too deep to spike it. And into the net it goes. The Huskies trail by 2, 23-21.
A little lackadaisical there on that effort. And put it right into the net.
Storrow serve again deep. Goes off the fingertips and rolls off of Molsted's fingers. Goes out of bounds, and a 1-point lead for Red River. The Huskies making that run, Brian.
Kylie doing a good job there. Put that one in a really tough place for Red River. Didn't know if they were going to let it go over their head or not.
Lancaster, Welch, back to Lancaster, and they got to go over just with a bump. Allard sets up Pithy. Page, Lancaster's got to go over. Huskies trail by 1. LaHaye bumps it over. Welch sets up Lancaster at the net. Good block there by the Huskies. And LaHaye goes over the net. Goes deep, but it's way too deep. About 5 feet too deep. And Red River 1 point away.
Yeah, I just needed to keep that one in play, give yourself a chance. Wahpeton had Red River back on their heels a little bit here.
They sure did. Fosse to serve, and we got a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here, Brian. We'll keep it here. It was close there. That's probably just going to be a quick timeout here by Red River. Again, on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, the Red River Rough Riders 24, the Wahpeton Huskies 22. They were trailing 23-22, and one just went a little bit too deep, and we still got a good barn burner of a game here, a set, Brian.
Yeah, Wahpeton just had some problems there in the middle of the set.
Yep.
Did some really good things early, and then here late they've come back to continue some of the things that they started with. So see if they can hold them off here and get a side out, get a point, and see if you can stretch this thing out.
Set point. Fosse serves. Model picks it up. Allard sets up Pithy, and a block at the net there by Sondral, and Lancaster wraps this one up for Red River. So that's going to be the end of the first set here. 25-22. Again, the Lady Huskies hung in there on this one. Like Brian said, a little bit tough in the middle, but we'll recap that when we come back after these messages here in set number 2. We'll be back right after these messages right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Expert service for season-long performance. RDO does that in Breckenridge. With fall fast approaching, you need to prepare your lawn equipment for leaf and snow removal. At RDO, we'll perform all regularly scheduled maintenance and switch out attachments, so your John Deere and other brands will run at peak performance all season long. We'll even pick up and deliver your equipment. Talk about easy. Call 218-643-2601 to schedule your service at RDO in Breckenridge.
Scott's Electric in Wahpeton is a proud supporter of high school athletics. If you're in need of commercial, industrial, agricultural, or residential electric service, call Scott's Electric at 642-9244. Licensed and bonded in North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota, offering 24-hour electrical service. Check out Scott's Electric website at www.scottselectric.net. Scott's Electric.
Welcome back to Husky Gymnasium. We just watched a good first set here for the Lady Huskies and Grand Forks Red River, the Rough Riders. A 25-22 loss for Wahpeton. They were ahead a long way until 12-11 when Red River took their first lead of the set. They went up 12-11. Then they made a little bit of a run, and Wahpeton fought their way back, and they made it close at the end there. It was 23-22 at one time, and it ended up 25-22. So good set there, Brian, by the Lady Huskies.
Yeah, I mean, they got up to a great start. Just had some issues there in the middle. Came back really well to make it tight. And if they can continue that play here in the second, they should be in business.
So we're starting set number 2. Manson. Fossey picks it up. Welch sets up Sondral. Good block at the net there by Bonches. Into the net goes Red River. Bonches and Allard over on that far side defensively for the Huskies gets the point.
There's that good start that you want.
And another point there. So again, Lady Huskies starting out strong here, Brian. They're up 2-0.
This looks familiar, Joe. It looks just like the start of the first set here.
Manson to serve again. Gets it over, and that one's just a little too strong there. I don't know if it was adrenaline or just aimed that one wrong, but a point for Red River as that serve goes long.
I think she got a little excited there.
Going to bring Ashley Welch up first to serve for Red River, trailing 2-1. Model has to dig that one out and not quite squared up with it. Goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that one tough to handle for Lydia there.
So we're tied at 2 now. Welch to serve again. This time it's picked up by LaHaze. Manson didn't quite have the set lined up for somebody. It ended up between Allard and Bonches.
They're definitely on the wrong page there. Just kind of looked at each other after it.
Yep. 3-2 lead for Red River. Welch, that one's deep. Goes out of bounds. We're tied at 3.
Good decision there.
Yep.
Let that one go.
Usually when you're in the back row and the thing is heading for your head, you can let it go.
Yep.
LaHaze just clears the net. Welch sets up Sondral. Good save by LaHaze in the back. Setting up Storrow. She kills. Picked up by Fossey. Now over to Page, and she puts it into the net. So again, the Lady Huskies with early leads here in both sets so far, Brian.
A tough one there for Page to try and kill that from the back row.
LaHaze. Fossey picks it up. Welch bumps. Lancaster sets and goes. Ooh, they say that was in.
Yeah, just
I guess it was in.
I think Haley thought that one was going to pop out there, and
I did too.
She let it go.
So we're tied at 4. Lancaster to serve. Hits it over the net. LaHaze. Manson sets up Bonches. Goes in. Emma Bonches with the kill. Goes right to the back line with it. Nobody there, and she gets the point.
So Emma using the line there, getting one.
In the rotation, she would have been in the back row, so they take 5'10" Emma Bonches out, and Lexi Sargent comes in to serve for the Lady Huskies. And that one goes right into the net. Unforced error.
That's 2 in a row there for Lexi into the net.
Model comes in now. Sondrel serves for Red River. LaHaze, Manson, Storrow, Page, Welch. And that one goes off the hands. I believe that was Sondrel. No, it was not. Excuse me. That was Swangstu. Sondrel to serve. LaHaze to Manson. It's close to the net. Pithy gets it in. Just off the hands of Lotus. And it's a 6-6 tie.
Caitlin got away with one there.
Allard back to serve. Good serve there for Allard. Puts it right at Lancaster. It was a little tough for her to handle, so a point back to Wahpeton. They have the lead 7-6.
John doing a good job on the service line there.
John.
Sorry, she plays basketball, so I got to.
That's her nickname.
Just habit there.
We talked about it. Good block at the net again by Storrow and Pithy. Lancaster with the kill. The Huskies get it over. Page with the kill. Picked up well by LaHaze. Allard to Storrow. Lancaster picks it up. Welch sets up Page. Again LaHaze. Oh, and it hit the rafters and came back too quick.
Tough one there.
Wow.
A pretty good rally there.
That was. It was fun to watch.
You give Alex Page too many of those, though, and you know she's going to get one in.
Yep. Lily Molstead, the senior, comes in for Red River to serve. We're tied at 7. LaHaze to Allard. Back sets to Storrow. Finds an empty spot. Kylie Storrow with the kill and the point.
Kylie having a great night so far.
8-7. Set number 2. Red River won set number 1. Storrow to Lancaster. Welch sets up Page. Timing wasn't there, but it worked anyway.
Yeah, off the block there, tough to handle. Falls into the open spot.
Alex Page shaking her head and smiling as she walked away there, shaking hands with her teammates. Model, Allard, LaHaze, now back to Kubala, Fossey, Welch, Oofta. There's nothing I can say but Oofta.
Yeah, the quick set's tough to handle right there. You got a little bit of size there.
Swans
just pop it up and let her come after it. There's no blockers really there, so nothing you can really do about it.
That was a quick set. That's a man. That was good. Swangstu with that kill. A little too short there for LaHaze to get up on and get that one. Gives a 2-point lead now to Red River.
Got to try and stay close here.
The Huskies want to stop this run now. LaHaze, Allard to Pithy. She gets it over the net, hits the tape, but it clears. Swangstu. Again, Allard sets up LaHaze. That one almost goes in the basket. That's the third hit, so everybody's good. Storrow, Allard to LaHaze again. Oh, and it just goes out of bounds.
Right idea, just a hair out, just about a volleyball length out there.
Ellie LaHaze looked at the referee and said, they touched it. And referee Roy King said, nope, they didn't. So it was a point to Red River. So right now in set number 2, Grand Forks Red River 11. The Wahpeton Huskies 8 here in set number 2. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have more of set number 2 right after these messages on Three Borders Sports Network. The Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club would like to thank those individuals, families, and businesses who sponsored Husky sports over the years. 2020 has been a challenging year for us all, but we hope you'll continue supporting Husky athletics through the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club. To learn more about what we do for the Huskies, please visit www.wahpetonboosterclub.com or go to our Facebook page. Thanks from the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club. Page was the serve. Allard. LaHaze gets it over the net. Lancaster digs it out, and she's going to look for the kill. And she was heading toward the sideline there, and Lydia Model couldn't get there in time. And Red River with the point. Again, the Huskies need to look to stop this run here by Red River. Model, too close to the net. Allard picks it up off the net, though. Good job by Ayana. Lancaster, picked up there by Pithy. Now Allard goes over the net with it. Page to Welch. Looks over to Lancaster. Out of bounds. Point to Wahpeton.
I like that deep push. You got everybody kind of up at the net. And you push it to the back row and kind of catches Red River off balance there a little bit.
Bonches checks back in for the Huskies. Lancaster's got to push it over the net. LaHaze. Allard back to LaHaze. Blocked at the net nicely there by Swangstu. Fossey sets up Lancaster. And Allard just has to reach with one arm, try to get that one over the net. And it went on the other side of the antenna. 13-9 in favor of Red River.
Had to score wrong there for a second. Got her fixed.
You're busy pushing a lot of buttons there, buddy. LaHaze, Allard to Bonches for the kill. In, just on the line. Emma gets the kill. Big smile on Emma's face. She's happy with that. 13-10 lead for Red River.
Placed that one perfect right on the line.
Manson to serve. Page to Welch. Over to the far side, Sondral. And Manson couldn't get her arm on that one, so it's a point back to Red River.
That one might have gone out. She's right there on the line. Tough to kind of call.
Tough to gauge that one when it's coming at you that fast. It's going to get Ashley Welch back to serve for Red River. Model picks it up. Sets up LaHaze. Fossey. Over to Lancaster. The Huskies set up Bonches. Picked up there by Riders. And Lancaster with that right-handed kill right in front of Storrow. Tough play for Kylie Storrow.
Yeah, Rough Riders figuring out what they need to do here. They're getting her done now.
Model off her arms goes over toward the Husky bench and a point to Red River, 16-10. Welch to serve again. Model, Manson, Allard. Welch sets up Lancaster on the far side. LaHaze does well to get it up. Bonches has got to bump it over. Welch, quick set. And the kill over here on the near side by Lotus. Lotus with the point.
There's some more of that power that you talked about earlier, Joe. Get your hand on it, but then you just can't control where it's going to go after that.
17-10 lead here in set number 2. The Red River Rough Riders win set number 1, 25-22. We're in set number 2, 17-10. We'll take a break right here on Three Borders Sports Network. We'll be right back.
At Richland IFC, we work closely with our producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. At Richland IFC, we are dedicated to working with growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its growers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for our food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports Husky sports.
Welcome back to Husky Gymnasium. Joe Schreiner alongside Brian Watson. Thanks for joining us here on Three Borders Sports Network. Welch to serve. Model picks it up. Manson sets up Bonches. A little bit out of time on that one. Emma goes to the floor, actually. Gets up in time to try and block, and it just misses her arm and goes down to the floor for a point. Welch to serve again. LaHaze sets up Manson. She just tips it over. Set there by Lotus over to Lancaster. Storrow, and got to go over the net. There's Model, and it's just a little bit too deep. Huskies did well to try and save that one, Brian, but just a little bit too strong there at the end.
Lydia doing a good job to try and keep that one in play, and just a little bit too deep there.
Welch to serve again, 19-10. Manson sets up Allard. Goes right back to Bonches, and a good save there by the Lady Huskies. Bonches did what she could. LaHaze and Storrow did what they could. And that time it goes out of bounds. So the Red River Rough Riders double up the Huskies now 20-10.
Yeah, tough one there for Kylie to handle just off her fingertips there.
Welch serves, clears the tape. Allard to Lancaster. Welch back to Lancaster. And that kill lands in, and a point for Red River as they're making a big run here.
Yeah, he set that one perfectly. It just comes at it crossways and puts it away.
Welch doing a good run here. That one's too hot for LaHaze. I think her and Manson got messed up in the communication on that one. Manson came running by, and LaHaze thought she was going to take it.
That ball was coming in hot, too. That's a great serve.
And Sydney Pulskamp checks in for the Huskies. He digs it out, sets up Bonches. Welch. Manson gets it over the net. Again, Welch setting up Lancaster on the far side. She gets it over to the near side. Allard goes back over. Fossey, Welch, and again, Lotus. Pulskamp's got to go over. And there's a kill. She knew it too as soon as she hit it. Jasmine Sondral with the kill. She knew it right away, Brian.
Yeah, the quick set, that's tough to handle there. Sondral coming in, putting all the power behind it. And nobody at the net to stop it.
2 points away from the set. Model heading toward the net there. A little bump went a little bit, the dig went a little bit too far, and Manson couldn't handle it at the net. So Welch to serve for set point. And hits the tape, but still clears. Allard goes over. Fossey, Welch to Lancaster for the point and the win. And Lancaster with that strong right arm kill of hers puts the winning point away, and Red River wins set number 2, 25-10 over the Wahpeton Huskies. That was the end of the set. That is 2-0 lead in sets for Red River. We'll be right back after these messages with set number 3 right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all of the Wahpeton Husky sports teams the best of luck this fall. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the News Monitor and the Daily News. Keep up with local news, sporting events, and personal interest stories in our papers. The Daily News offers an e-newsletter for more information at your computer. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for much more information. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes the best of luck this season. Sports injuries can put a damper on a young athlete's high school career. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is here to make sure you get back to playing the sport you love. Whether it's a knee, shoulder, ankle, or back pain, our OSPTI experts will use their knowledge to rehab and strengthen that injured area for a full and complete recovery. Stay in the game with OSPTI. All major insurances are accepted. Call us at 218-641-7725, or you can find us on Facebook at OSPTI, or check us out on the web at www.ospti.net.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Welcome back to Husky Gymnasium. Joe Schreiner alongside head coach of the Lady Huskies basketball team, Brian Watson, helping me out here this evening. Thank you very much, Brian. And you're running the show as well there. You're producing the game for us here tonight. We had a little bit of a glitch here today when we did our tried to do the Wahpeton Republicratic Convention. And we had a little bit of a technical glitch, and we're sending something back on warranty, so we've got some different, our backup plan is going here tonight, man, and you're doing very well, so thank you for what you do, pal.
Yeah, it was a tough goal this morning. Not much you can do when the brain
the brain doesn't work,
explodes on you a little bit.
Yep.
But we'll get her fixed and we'll get going. We got a good backup plan going here today.
All right, and we'll have the same thing going tomorrow night. All right, we want to thank our sponsors once again: Wahpeton Daily News, OSPTI, THRIVENT, RDO Equipment, Richland IFC, Scott's Electric, Farmers Union Insurance Scoreboard, Wahpeton All Sports Booster, and of course Gripper Sports with that Roland Vinyl print cutter. So we're going to start set number 3. We want to welcome all the people from Grand Forks that may be watching with us tonight too. So we thank you for joining us here on Three Borders Sports Network. Bonches with the kill, and the timing wasn't quite right there for Emma as that one goes into the net. Point to Red River.
First time tonight, Red River finds himself ahead.
Yeah, that's right.
After the first serve.
Welch, a strong serve there. It's going to be LaHaye getting it over the net. We got a whistle, and somebody was in the net for Red River. Midcourt violation, so it is a point to Wahpeton. We're tied at 1. Manson again to serve for Wahpeton. Puts that one up. Lancaster to Welch. And with a strong kill attempt, but Emma was at the net along with Allard. And that killer was by Dusterhoff, but didn't quite make it. But what happened there? So it must have been into the net.
I think it went off. Went out of bounds.
Off the block. Okay. Yep. My bad, folks. And a good, strong kill by Page goes off of Model's hands. Out of bounds. 3-1 lead.
Yeah, on that last point there, that's one of the few times where we've had defenders there to block and in the right position and sent it out of bounds there.
Lancaster in serve position. Manson just taps it over to the net. Dusterhoff puts it back. Fossey to Welch. Page with an easy, soft tap. Kind of set the timing off of everything on that one, Brian.
Good body control there. She saw the open spot behind the defenders and able to just tip it right into that hole.
4-1 lead for Red River as Lancaster back to serve again. Goes way deep and out of bounds. So again, that was head high at Lydia Model, and she knew better to go after it, so she let it go out of bounds for the point. LaHaye serves deep to Fossey. Welch sets up Page on the other side, and they call it in.
Yeah, anytime Page gets a running start, it's a good set to the outside there. She comes running, sprinting from the back row there.
Yep.
And able to just get all her power behind it.
Checking in Ellie Rusted for the Riders. Allard sets up Storrow. Sondro picks it up. They set up Page on the other side. Again, a nice easy hit there. Laid off the power and set the timing off of the Lady Huskies. Point to Red River.
Page doing a good job of just reading the play and reading the defenders and making the adjustment midair to not, go after full force and just put it by.
Manson sets up Storrow. She puts it over the net for the Huskies, and miscommunication there by the Riders between Rusted and one of her teammates. So point to the Huskies, and back to serve for the first time tonight is Emma Bonches. So the 5'10 sophomore puts it over right at Page. To Welch, back to Page. Again, another soft bump, and I'll tell you what, there's the athleticism of Page. Just, she tapped it over the net, came right back and put it a little dunk on the net for the point.
Yeah, those can be tough to handle. You think you put it away, she tried to go across with it, and it comes right back at you, and she's able to react. That's a good reaction time that you need, and able to put that right down. Manson
sets up Storrow with the kill. Picked up well by Fossey. Lancaster with a kill. Picked up by LaHaye. And a battle at the net, and Red River wins that one.
Good job of digging a couple of those out of there. Those are some bombs. Able to dig it out of there and keep it alive, and just some miscommunication again at the net.
Molstead serves. And we got a lift. It is a lift against the Huskies.
Just got to regroup here.
9-3 lead for Red River. Yeah, they're making a run here, Brian. Back to serve Molstead. Manson sets up Pithy. Page picks it up. Right back to Page. Nice job by the Huskies. LaHaye in the back row against Page's kill. And there's a nice little dink attempt there by Welch for the point on that little tap.
Another good dig out of there. Ellie LaHaye on that one, I think?
Yeah, it was Ellie. Yep. That was a rocket there by Page. Manson, Storo, Lancaster digs. There comes Page. Little off timing. And that one's going to go out on a kill attempt there by Storo. Brings the score to 11-3. And I think we're going to see a timeout. We do. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. Set number 3. Grand Forks Red River leads in sets 2-0, and they lead the third set 11-3 over the Huskies. We'll be right back after this message on Three Borders Sports Network.
Scott's Electric in Wahpeton is a proud supporter of high school athletics. If you're in need of commercial, industrial, agricultural, or residential electric service, call Scott's Electric at 642-9244. Licensed and bonded in North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota, offering 24-hour electrical service. Check out Scott's Electric website at www.scottselectric.net. Scott's Electric.
Welcome back to Husky Gymnasium here. The Riders with an 11-3 lead here in set number 3. Brian Watson and Joe Schreiner here with the call on 3BSN. We want to thank everybody for joining us here. Served by Red River. Storo with the kill. Picked up nicely there by Fosse. They set up Page. Manson sets up Pithy. She goes deep. Fosse with the tip. And not quite enough to get it over. Good save in the back there by Lancaster. And Fosse had all she could do to try and get it back over.
Too good to come out of the timeout and score a point there.
That's why you use the timeout, Coach.
Yeah, that's what you needed. It came out the way that you wanted it to, the way you draw it up.
Allard serves, Fosse digs. Pithy at the net. Stops that one from coming over. Pithy with the point. 11-5. See if Ayanna Allard, nicknamed John, can get that one over. See if she can make a run. Page with the kill. Storo gets it over. And again, a point for the Huskies as Lancaster and Fosse couldn't quite get that one handled. And a point back to the Huskies.
It's one of those deals where you go, what did the coach say during the timeout?
11-6. Allard hits the tape and gets it over. Welch sets up Page. Model digs. Allard goes deep in the corner with it. Welch sets up Lancaster from middle court. Pithy to Model. Good save there by Lydia as she was coming to the near court. This time they can't quite get there.
Yeah, you could see the tap coming there. Not really anything she could do with it. She's just going to put it right back.
Yeah, the Huskies had to vacate that area.
We just have a tough time covering those tips.
Allard sets up Storo in the back set, and she gets the point. So Storo, nice set there by Allard with that back set.
Yeah, there's one where she's got her momentum coming and able to put it away.
12-7, a 5-point lead for Red River. Storo serves. Fosse to Welch. Over to Lancaster. And again, timing was off there, unforced error on Red River.
Yep, trying to go across the court again there instead of going deep and just mishit.
12-8. Storo to serve for the Huskies. And that one goes out and a point as Welch tried to get that one over and just wouldn't have the right angle. 12-9, 3-point lead for Red River. Hits the tape. Lancaster hits it awkwardly and too tough to handle in the back, and now it's a 2-point lead. We'll see if Coach Chatham wants to take a timeout here. She does not.
2 more points here, I think she probably will.
Storo. Battle at the net there. Huskies get it back over. Welch. Yeah. And there's a quick set again, Brian. All of a sudden they're using that quick set to Ellie Rusted now this time, and they get the point.
Yeah, that one's tough to handle. When you don't have that size up front there, those quick sets are difficult to defend, and Red River going to it and coming away with points.
So Fosse goes back to serve for Red River. LaHaze, Allard, back sets again to Kubala. Oh, miscommunication. All 6 girls were sitting there and watched that one drop. Frustrating for a coach.
You take it. No, you take it. No, you take it. Oof. Got to get on the same page there.
14-10. Fossey puts that one into the net. The serve and the point go to Wahpeton as Bonches checks back in. Pithy goes out. Model to serve. There it is. There's the ace for Lydia right in front of Alex Page.
Nice job by Lyd there. See if she can get a few here.
Huskies trail by 2. Again, right at Alex Page. Picked up by Welch. Over to Sondral. Sondral gets it back over. And LaHaze tries to get that one back. And too much height at the net for Ellie LaHaze.
Yeah, Kubo doing a good job there on the block. But just not able to return the second one there.
Ashley Welch back. Picked up by Storo. Allard sets up Bonches with the kill and the point. Emma gets it over to the far sideline for the point.
Emma doing a good job finding the open spot there, just going across court, putting it away.
Manson comes in for Kubala. Manson serves. Sondral with the kill and the point. Sets up the Red River with a 3-point lead now, 16-13. Back to serve Lancaster. That's deep. Lydia was thinking about it, but she finally let it go. Again, it was heading for the shoulders and above, and she let it go, so good choice.
I was going to hit her in the head.
Yep. She almost hit it in self-defense. Welch does a little back set. Nice set there. And that one's going to go out.
Tough set there. That one was way outside. Ended up going outside the antenna, and tough to get that one back in play there.
Sondral back to serve again. Model. Manson. Bonches with the kill. It was tipped. Oh, Emma said it was tipped too. You thought it was tipped.
I thought it was tipped right at the net there.
But nobody called it.
And got to go with what the referee says.
Wow. Okay.
That's my motto.
Yeah, it is. You've never argued with a ref.
Never, ever.
No. Page with the kill. Bonches is right there. And it goes out. Nice block for Emma on Page's kill attempt. She was right at the net. Blocked that one. And then he got the point.
Almost celebrated a little bit too early there.
Yeah, they did.
Red River kept that thing in play.
They did.
Got fortunate for that one to go out of bounds.
Oh, and Emma puts that one into the net. Tough to have that one happen right there. 19-15 Red River leads. They lead 2-0. Molstead. Manson sets up Storrow. She goes to the far side. We got a whistle and a violation under the center of the net. I believe it's a point for Wahpeton. So 19-16, Huskies trail by 3.
But both there, that one was going to go out as well.
Allard serves. Nice pick up there. Page gets it back over, finds an open spot, and a point for Alex Page on that little dunk attempt.
Page is just so aware of what's going on the court.
She was on that one too, yep. And she goes back to serve. And that one's too tough for Model. 21-16 in set number 3. Page to serve. Model and LaHaze. LaHaze picks it up. Couldn't quite get it though. It goes out of bounds, and we're 3 points away from a 3-set sweep. Huskies battling in this one, and we got a timeout on the floor. So we'll take a timeout as well here in the 3rd set. Grand Forks Red River 22. The Wahpeton Huskies 16 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We'll be right back after this message. Three Border Sports
At
Network.
Richland IFC, we work closely with our producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. At Richland IFC, we are dedicated to working with growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its growers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for our food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports Husky sports.
22-16 in period set number 3 here. Red River leads the Huskies by 6. Page serves. Miscommunication between Pithy and Allard. That's an unforced error against the Huskies. Puts Red River 2 points away from the set and 2 points away from the match. Alex Page, right-hander, just floats it over this time. Kubla goes deep. Lancaster picks it up. Welch sets up Molstead, and she couldn't get it over the net on that one, so it's a point to the Huskies. They're hanging in here. So again, like the first set, Brian, they got to make a run here.
Yeah, they've done a good job of closing the gap, but the gap just too big sometimes. Let's see if they can crawl back in this thing.
Rusted gets it over, and Kubla finds an open spot. So point to the Huskies. I think Kylie Storrow made that run in the first set too, didn't she, Brian?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Signey doing a good job there, finding the open spot.
23-18, Storrow. Welch sets up Lancaster for the kill. Just in front of the free throw line, Storrow couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, she got too much time to wind up there. Lancaster puts it away.
Again, Lancaster and Page with a lot of power.
Lancaster, Page, and Sandro, I mean, they're tough.
Fossey for the win. Allard sets up Kubla. Welch sets up Lancaster, the right-hander. Kills, and that is set and match. As that one's too far for Kylie Storrow to get to over by the water bucket. She got up smiling, so she's not hurt. So, again, the tip of the hat to each other team. And your final score here in set number 3. Red River Rough Riders 25, Wahpeton Huskies 18. We'll be right back with the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club post-game show. In our recap of tonight's games, we'll be right back after these messages right here on Three Borders Sports Network. Join us right after these messages.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all of the Wahpeton Husky sports teams the best of luck this fall. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the News Monitor and the Daily News. Keep up with local news, sporting events, and personal interest stories in our papers. The Daily News offers an e-newsletter for more information at your computer. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for much more information. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes the best of luck this season. Sports injuries can put a damper on a young athlete's high school career. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is here to make sure you get back to playing the sport you love. Whether it's a knee, shoulder, ankle, or back pain, our OSPTI experts will use their knowledge to rehab and strengthen that injured area for a full and complete recovery. Stay in a game with OSPTI. All major insurances are accepted. Call us at 218-641-7725, or you can find us on Facebook at OSPTI, or check us out on the web at www.ospti.net. THRIVENT Financial wishes the Wahpeton Husky Fall sports teams and coaches the best of success. THRIVENT is proud to have the opportunity to support this community and help those who live and work here make the most of their time, talents, and treasures. Call Will UHLICH, your local THRIVENT financial professional. If you're interested in putting plans that align with your values into action, please call Will UHLICH at 701-642-1108. THRIVENT Financial. At Richland IFC, we work closely with our producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. At Richland IFC, we are dedicated to working with growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its growers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for our food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports Husky sports.
Expert service for season-long performance. RDO does that in Breckenridge. With fall fast approaching, you need to prepare your lawn equipment for leaf and snow removal. At RDO, we'll perform all regularly scheduled maintenance and switch out attachments. So your John Deere and other brands will run at peak performance all season long. We'll even pick up and deliver your equipment. Talk about easy. Call 218-643-2601 to schedule your service at RDO in Breckenridge.
Scott's Electric in Wahpeton is a proud supporter of high school athletics. If you're in need of commercial, industrial, agricultural, or residential electric service, call Scott's Electric at 642-9244. Licensed and bonded in North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota, offering 24-hour electrical service. Check out Scott's Electric website at www.scottselectric.net. Scott's Electric. The Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club would like to thank those individuals, families, and businesses who sponsored Husky sports over the years. 2020 has been a challenging year for us all, but we hope you'll continue supporting Husky athletics through the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club. To learn more about what we do for the Huskies, please visit www.wahpetonboosterclub.com or go to our Facebook page. Thanks from the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club.
Welcome back to Husky Gymnasium. Joe Schreiner alongside Brian Watson here on Three Borders Sports Network. We want to thank all of our sponsors here, and then also we want to thank Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club for being our post-game show, so welcome back to that. And we also want to thank our newest sponsor, Grippers Sports on Dakota Avenue, downtown Wahpeton, for your favorite team sports gear and equipment. Huskies, Cowboys, Warbirds, including T-shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, and much more of your favorite team's apparel. Gripper Sports, hey Brian, Gripper Sports has now got this new Roland vinyl print cutter. Creates a vinyl sign up to 4.5 feet in height. How about that?
We got a big sign like that.
We got a big sign. Not 4.5 feet high, but it's big. And Grippers also sells window clings for your favorite team. So make sure you check out Gripper Sports on Dakota Avenue and check out their Facebook page as well. And he also has some online ordering every once in a while for everybody too as well. So
you can get your face mask down there too as well.
Oh yeah, he's got Husky face masks. You want to go down there and get a Husky face mask? He's got them down there too. They've got the Husky paw and the W on them.
There you go.
Well, the Lady Huskies fall tonight. Again, thanks for joining everybody here on the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club post-game show. The Lady Huskies fall 25-22, 25-10, and 25-18. The first set, Brian, the Lady Huskies had the lead all the way up until it was 12-11 in favor of Red River, and then Red River went on a little bit of a run and couldn't quite recover after that, but they fell 25-22. So it was a close set in set number one. Yeah,
they got off to a great start. You had to think that, some of the good things that they did against West Fargo, that came into play. They got off to a really good start early. Had to be a confidence booster for them too as well. Red River third in the conference. You come out and you get off to a start like that. Like, hey, we can play with these guys, and you put Red River back on their heels a little bit, at least halfway through that first set.
Yep, and then set number two, they struggled a little bit on that one. They lose that one 25-10. Then they come back in the third set, and it's a closer set. It ends up 25-18, but just not enough gas in the tank to keep up with those big hitters. Swangstu, Sondral, Lancaster, and Page. Those girls can hit the ball, and just not quite enough gas in the tank for the Huskies to keep up with that.
Yeah, it's tough to battle against some of those big girls, and a lot of power behind some of those kills too as well. But again, you kept yourself in the second set. You got off to a good start again, and then just in the middle, you had some unforced errors, things like that, some miscommunication, some of those things that we've seen. But the thing is that there aren't as many of them. You're not letting teams just kind of run away with the set. You're in the set. You're in the match. Even though you still fall 3-0, the sets are close, and you're doing some good things. You just got to clean it up. You can't have those serves into the net when you're in the middle of a run, or you're stopping their run, and then you come back, you serve one into the net. You still got to do a better job of handling the tip too as well. We fall to that a lot. There's just a lot of open areas behind that front line, and we give up a lot of points off of that play.
Yeah, and you pointed that out during the games tonight. that's a struggle there for the Huskies as well. But you look at the schedule coming up for the Lady Huskies. They've got Valley City, Fargo North, and Grand Forks Central. Central's at the bottom of the pack. I think they've got like 3 wins on the season. North is in the middle, and Valley City's in the middle. So, again, an opportunity here. Now they've been playing better lately. Opportunity to get some good wins here coming up here shortly for the girls in the EDC.
Yeah, I think you want to try and not – I mean, nobody wants to finish at the bottom, but you want to try and move yourself up a little bit, okay? And if you can do that, then you could play against someone that you can compete against. The top is tough, okay? That's tough. West Fargo, Cheyenne, that's difficult. But you got Red River that you competed against. So who knows what happens if you can kind of move up a little bit and don't finish at the bottom for that play-in game, and then you get a play-in against someone that maybe you can compete against, a little better matchup, play like you did tonight against Red River. Maybe you play Red River, who knows? You certainly have to go back and look at the film in this and say, hey, look, we can compete with these guys. We were up early in 2 straight sets.
Yep.
We've just got to put together a whole match, 3, 4, 5 sets if you need, and then figure out a way to finish it out and not have those stretches in the middle where you're giving up those points, all those points that you got early, you're giving them back.
Again, the Central game, I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but the Central game for home here has been changed to the 21st, which is a week from yesterday, a Wednesday night.
A Wednesday night game. That's going to be different.
I think that's before, isn't that the weekend of NDEA or whatever?
Yeah, that is.
I think that's why it's
Wednesday before, correct. Yeah.
So I think that's why it's a Wednesday night. So
yeah, no school on Thursday, Friday there.
So that game has been switched to a Wednesday night right here at Husky Gymnasium. So that's a change in the schedule. All right, let's talk about tomorrow night, Brian. Tomorrow night, the Huskies boys football team. We've got that one right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
That's going to be a good one, I think. They play Devils Lake.
Yep.
And it's a team that they can compete against. They need a win in order to stay in that playoff hunt.
In a sense, the playoffs have started already.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're this far into the season. You got two games left. It's playoff time. You need to get a couple wins to get into the playoffs. So really, the playoffs are starting right now for you. And I think they've played some good football. They played well against Kindred. They got the win in the 4 overtimes. With the exception of Beulah, they've competed in every game.
Yeah.
You don't look at the record. You got to just look at how they played. And I think they're just going to be a tough out. Coach Gilbertson likes the way that his team is playing. I think he likes the toughness of his team. And I think it's just going to be a good football game. Maybe we get another 6 overtime like we did a couple years ago. We've had enough overtime games this year, but I think it's going to be a good one against Devils Lake.
And if you heard Coach Gilbertson in our coaches show, you can always go back to our YouTube page and watch that as well. But if you heard Coach Gilbertson in his YouTube page, or coach's video, he's excited for the boys. The boys are excited to play, and I think it's going to be a fun game.
It's always fun when you're playing for something.
Yep.
Sometimes a couple of years you're out of it or whatever. You don't get any wins, but when you're playing for something, that's what it's about. It's a fun game to play. Any game that you play, they're always fun to play, but it's different when they really, really mean something and you get in the heat of it. I do. I think it's going to be fun to watch, and I think these last couple of games are going to be good for these guys, and I think they might sneak into the playoffs and maybe, it'd be tough, but maybe surprise somebody.
Yep.
They played the number 2 team in the state pretty well at Kindred on their home field. So who knows what can happen?
Who knows what can happen? Again, a special night at Frank Burton Field over at the NDSCS campus there. It's going to be a special night for Ryan Smith. He's going to have his number retired for Huskies football, number 22. So a special halftime event over there. We'll try to cover that as much as we can on film, too. So.
And hopefully we're going to try and get a chance to talk to him up in the booth about it.
How about that? He's coming up to the booth in the second half to visit with us.
Might put him to work a little bit, and we'll see what happens. So that should be fun. Great honor for him, something that he's earned. A great high school career, college career, and professional career.
Yep.
So certainly well-deserved to get his number retired.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us here on Three Borders Sports Network. Lady Husky Volleyball, they fall in 3 sets to the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders 3-0. Anything else there, Coach?
No, it's been a good night. I like what you've seen on the court from the Lady Huskies. I think they battled hard. I think they're headed in the right direction. They just got to keep their head in it and stay with it and understand, hey, we're competing and we've got to play our best at the end of the season. That's what you want to do. You always want to play your best at the end of the season.
There you go. Well said, Coach. For Brian Watson, I'm Joe Schreiner. Thanks again for joining us here on Three Borders Sports Network, everybody. Have a great night, and we will be back on the air tomorrow night around 6:45 with the Huskies football show, and we will be taking on the Devils Lake Firebirds from Frank Burton Field. Once again, thanks, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Scott's Electric in Wahpeton is a proud supporter of high school athletics. If you're in need of commercial, industrial, agricultural, or residential electric service, call Scott's Electric at 642-9244. Licensed and bonded in North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota, offering 24-hour electrical service. Check out Scott's Electric website at www.scottselectric.net. Scott's Electric,